All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Life of Pi. This is episode 11, and today we'll be doing all things Christmas, especially beers, trees, lights, movies, music, etc. And have with me again, returning from the lost Halloween episode, Oktoberfest episode, I have Eric, Sam, and Derek. This is the beginning of the holiday special episodes. Boys, say hello to the camera and all the beautiful people in the world.
How's it going?
How we doing?
So, let's go around. Let's just right off the rip. Eric, what do you got tonight? What are you drinking?
I have a Rheingeist beer called Dad.
And that is from Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, yeah. Happy Holiday Ale. Hoppy Holiday Ale.
And then Eric actually brought a paper with him. His roommate found this paper, and it tells you, it kind of goes through like all the breweries like in Ohio. Sorry, we're from Ohio, so that's what we got to work with. So it kind of breaks all the breweries and beers from the breweries and like what it should taste like, what's in it, and
Just say like that. Just say.
so yeah, just like the whole episode.
This is me.
Yeah, it's a lot of good information on there.
So Eric, is your beer actually on there? I don't think we even looked for it before we started.
If I look.
It might just be Cleveland, northeast Ohio.
Yeah,
the
this is
Akron
more
ones are on there
northeast
too.
Ohio.
Yeah, Lagerhead's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rheingeist is not. Nope.
Oh yeah, that is Cincy. Yeah.
But yeah, so Eric's got the Rheingeist from Cincy, and Sam, you got what? You got some Lagerheads from Medina.
Yeah, Lagerheads from Medina. What is it? Winter Mischief, Amber Ale. I think just like a typical Christmas ale, and then Alpha Claws from Three Floyds, which is like Illinois or.
Yeah, it's right outside Chicago.
But most of their stuff's pretty good, so figure give it a shot.
Then Derek, of course, you bring in your favorites.
Festivus from Market Garden,
Cleveland, Ohio.
and South Pole Elf from Platform.
Very nice, very nice. And obviously we're going to be mixing up beers at certain points and drinking different ones. So, with that being said, let's just talk about, like, your favorite, like, Christmas memory as a child.
Oh gosh.
Whoever wants to start, feel free. It can be, like, small, big, whatever you can remember. It doesn't have to be anything mind-blowing.
I mean, going to see Santa at the mall, always. Is,
Which mall, though? Because each mall had a creepier setup than the other one.
I think I would always either be Great Northern or South Park.
Okay, was South Park with the one with the huge, like, snowman?
In the rotunda with the elevator.
South Park was huge, yeah.
Yeah, they had a pretty big setup.
Yeah, because I know, like, the one mall in Akron, I think it was Rolling Acres or Chapel, I can't remember, had, like, a just, like, 50-foot snowman that would, like, talk to kids. And kids, and they would, like, it was like a sacrifice. These parents would walk these kids across this, like, bridge, and the snowman would be like, hello! Because the parents, like, tell the person running the kid's name, they're like, hello, Jack! The kid's like, ah! Just, like, screaming. And I remember, like, they took me up there once, and I just, like, froze. I was like, this thing is freaking real. Then you're like, older, it's not real. So,
Yeah, you get a little wiser, but.
yeah, sometimes.
I don't think I ever cried, though. I think I was always pretty chill.
Yeah, say some babies are chill, some babies are freaking nutcases.
Yeah, those are pretty funny pictures when you see all, like, the
Mm-hmm.
Santa fails or whatever, just a bunch of kids
You
screaming
see
and
Santa,
crying.
like, just smiling, and the babies are just, like, petrified for life of Santa.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have, like, a memory that stands out like crazy.
PlayStation 2. Getting a PlayStation 2.
I would say the original PlayStation. And then
Okay, then we'll go with that. Favorite Christmas gift that you can remember. That'll probably be easy to remember.
PlayStation 4. I think.
PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original PlayStation for me, and then I got a telescope the one year. That was kind of cool.
Oh, that's sweet.
Like, look at the moon and all that stuff. That was pretty neat.
Were you looking at the moon or were you looking at your neighbors across the street?
No, it wasn't like that. You couldn't work it like that.
Full moon.
It was like,
Literally full.
yeah.
Sad.
I think I got a microscope one year, so like the opposite of that.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I remember the one year we got a Sega Genesis, and we were really excited about it. But then, like, PlayStation 1 was coming out, so we were like 3 years behind the times. But we didn't care. We had that Sega. We played the hell. I'll be damned. We didn't play the hell out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you guys talking about Segas and PlayStation 1s. PlayStation 4.
Different times, Derek. Different times. Back then, you still had house lines. We had to, you had to turn the knob on the phone.
Oh,
you
yeah.
had a rotary phone?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
there's still one hanging on
Yeah.
the wall.
We had the rotary phone. Yeah, my grandparents never updated their phones till they moved to Florida. Like when I was like 15, I think. They had the rotary phone. Never got cell phones. So they moved down to Florida and retired.
All through high school, yeah. I never had a cell phone until I was a senior. But yeah, I mean,
that's when I got mine.
I have never made a phone call.
Calling out. Oh, it's a pain in the ass, especially when you miss a number like at the end. You're like, fuck.
Yeah,
Restart
all
over.
over.
Restart.
And that was before, because I think voice messages were like a new thing too around that time. Right after that, like
Yeah, the answering machine.
yeah,
itself.
like the answering machine. You're like, what's this?
Yeah.
You're like, oh god, how do you get a hold of me? Leave a message. Before your time though, Derek.
A
Before your
little
time.
bit, a little bit.
Remember having to actually like call your friends and talk to their parents and ask if they were home. And
Yeah.
if they could talk.
I can remember that.
That's weird.
Is Kyle there?
Or you just rode by on your bike like where are all the bikes at? That's where everybody's at.
Mm.
Yeah.
You had to actually remember phone numbers.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I used to have like a notebook. I wrote down all my friends' numbers, and so if I had to go somewhere, I could just write down like calling a payphone. You probably don't remember payphones either, do you?
He's not.
I'm not 5 years old.
What were the 90s like?
Derek's like,
I've been to bowling alleys before.
What about laser tag? But yeah, for me, I said I think it would probably be the Sega, and then of course PlayStation. I think 2 is coming out. We got the PlayStation 1. I'm like, Dad, can we like step it up a notch?
This
Like,
one's on sale.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, then we got the PlayStation 1. We had Hydro Thunder battles galore on that thing. The original Hydro Thunder with the shock controllers that used to vibrate.
Yeah.
That was like lit up and vibrate. I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. Then of course the original Madden where the players were like the size of an ant. You're like, I can't see if he has the ball or not. So with that, let's talk about like what's your guys' preference when it comes to like Christmas trees? Are we talking real or fake, and why?
It's a tough
I prefer fake because I like my stuff pre-lit. Pull that bad boy out, snap, snap, click, done.
one. Oh yeah, simplicity is just so nice, and they last for 5, 6, 7 years, depending on how you take care of it.
Oh,
so
God.
it's
I mean,
just
more probably.
one-time investment.
Oh yeah, we had ours for my entire childhood. It was like probably 25 years old.
Yeah, I've only had a fake tree. I've never had a real tree.
We did when I was real little for a few years, and then my mom switched over.
Yeah.
And that thing probably lasted 10 years.
Mhm.
My grandparents, when they're still alive, old like wooden pole, and then like the branches were like solid steel rods you'd like stick in there because they're like longer and
Mhm.
shorter, and they were color coded. So, but no pre-lit ones.
And growing up, it was always real, which was the smell is awesome and it's like the most Christmas thing.
It
that
gives
I can, like,
the
remember.
I would
the
like to-
atmosphere is
I would like
real
to try
nice.
that
Yeah.
at some point.
But
But
The
also-
needles suck to pick up, but
Yeah,
you know.
honestly, but also like the mess that it makes, and then if you have cats,
Oh yeah,
they go crazy.
yeah. We had a
especially
cat.
after you decorate it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
no
get
no
sensitive.
low hanging delicate ornaments because they'll knock that right off.
So like, wait, so I take it you had a cat then?
Oh yeah.
So did your cat ever like climb up the tree?
No.
Neither did ours, surprisingly. It was
Just
a
like-
little.
Played with the bottom of it.
It was like a mischief. Yeah, he would play with the toys on the bottom, so my mom would have all these like
Anything hanging, just
cloth
swat
ornaments
Yeah.
that would be on the bottom.
And same, even with our fake tree, like we had a dog, like a
Mm.
Labrador, and yeah, we had to put like the soft,
Yeah, 'cause it would
squishy
just
ones on the bottom.
knock it down and start chewing on them. There was tinsel on the tree one year, and then never again
Yeah.
because the cat ate the
That's
tinsel.
Oh God.
And then you know how you got to get it out of the cat. You got when it poops, you got to pull it out.
Huh.
So yeah, that lasted 1 year.
Yeah.
No tinsel ever again.
Were you the one that had to pull it out?
No, thankfully I was too young for that. So it was all the parents right there.
Mm. So now, I know like growing up personally, my mom, I'll say my mom because my dad didn't really care about the tree decorating. Were you guys always told there was always certain ornaments you knew that had to go in the back of the tree because they sucked? Like just like the ugly ornaments?
Yep.
Okay, so I was making sure I'm not done.
But they're tradition, so they got to go on the tree somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you always got like those handmade ones, like baby's first Christmas. Like, Mom, why do we have this? It's like 19 years old. It's falling apart. It's your little baby shoes. Like, I don't care. I don't want this on the Christmas tree
My
anymore.
mom just showed me like all my handmade ones from school.
My mom still has mine. I'm 33.
But that's when you know, once you have your own place and your own kids and stuff, you can give it to them.
Are you getting a tree here?
Nah, there's not enough room here. I have a tree.
It's right in front
Up
of the
there.
radiator.
Actually, no, the tree's over there. Yeah, right from my radiator. I'm sure my apartment would love that. What
Maintenance guy
happened?
will mind, yeah.
No, my old place had it. I had my Panthers Christmas tree.
Okay.
You guys have seen it. You might not have seen it. I don't
Is
know.
it like blue and white?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean the tree isn't. The tree's green. It's a
Oh.
fake tree, green tree. But what I had did is that it came with like pre-lit lights. So I went out and bought 3 strands of blue lights, silver garland, put the blue lights all on the outside because like the color ones I could kind of push into the center. Put the blue ones on the outside with the silver garland. Then I bought like the ornament set, blue, silver, and black for the Panthers colors, and then hung those all over the tree. I have a Panthers Santa hat on top of the Christmas tree as the topper. I have like 15 Panthers ornaments. Then I put all my Panthers gear like and stuff on the tree, like my figurines and like my wristbands and football cards that have hooks through them and stuff.
Mhm.
And then what I do was when I have family over or friends or people that are somewhat important, I click on like all the lights, so the blue and then all the colors. Then with just me or just like I have like 1 or 2 people over, I unplug that part, just have the blue lights on, so it's the Panthers tree.
I gotcha, okay.
I have pictures I can show you. It's very classy. It sounds
very classy.
It's a lot cooler than it sounds right now. I promise.
Yeah, wow, Paul, that's great.
Yeah, because mind you, I mean, I have it in the corner with like something like this, like all my Panthers shrine in the corner with that. So I have all the Panther stuff in the background. Like you have like at your place with the sports memorabilia and stuff. So it's a lot cooler
The
than
bobbleheads.
Yeah, the bobbleheads, the Kenny Lofton bobblehead that cracked me up yesterday. I was like, Kenny Lofton, man. But yeah, the handmade kids ornaments. Those are. Please tell me you guys had made like it was like the cross yarn one.
I don't think we ever had to do that.
Like,
Yeah.
It was literally just made like a cross. And you used to make like a design. Like it was like
Slow.
this. You had to like
Go around,
loop,
yeah.
swoop, and pull almost like around and around. It had,
Don't
like, a
think-
star in the middle.
I mean, it was public school, so I don't think they forced like us to do that type of stuff.
I was in public school too.
But yeah, I don't know.
Felt like that
I made an
was
angel
like
out of a
too.
like crushed soda can.
What?
So like take a pop can and like the one bottom of it like fold it over basically, and then fold the other one, and then it's like painted to look like an angel. Like it's like the head, and it's weird. It's really weird.
Okay, Sam.
That was probably like a first grade thing.
Yeah. So Sam, since Eric went to different public schools than we did, did you guys ever have to make like the little reindeers too with like the tongue depressors? They made like the triangle, like 2 like this and then 1 across the top
Yeah.
with like pipe cleaners and like the plastic loop,
Oh,
like
yeah, oh,
yeah.
boggly
That we
eyed
did.
the reindeers. I feel like that was just like a public school thing in
That we
general.
did,
They're
yeah.
just like your parents will love these.
That's probably just like in the their teaching program book. Like these are simple crafts for kids to make, during the holidays.
Like this will kill an entire day for you.
That's what
Yeah.
one of my like childhood ornaments was like a kindergarten thing, and it's like a picture they took of us around Christmas time, and then just like the tongue depressor, the wooden sticks. It is like the frame, and then there's a little star above it. So it's like I'm inside the tree. It's weird. But
It
that
sounds
was-
cool
that
though,
was-
honestly.
Yeah,
mean-
it's kind of neat. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was an all day thing. Obviously, they're like all week. Like you just make crafts.
Holiday-
And,
Holiday season like in grade school, the best.
oh yeah.
Oh,
it
it's the
was-
best. Because it's literally you're literally just like making crafts all the time. You're basically just watching Christmas movies.
Yeah.
That and you're just smelling magic markers and rubber cement.
Yeah,
all the
you're just
time.
like you're just like
It's like
rubbing
Bill-
it.
It's like Billy
Getting that
Madison
high.
just
Pulse
eating the
moves,
glue.
Get some snacks. Christmas cookies.
Right.
Yeah, everybody would make their gingerbread houses and bring them in. You'd have like contests.
See, I've never done that. My school never did
yeah,
gingerbread house
I,
contest.
that was like probably 3rd grade, maybe 4th grade.
We used to
around
hold it
there.
together like marshmallow, like the
Yeah.
marshmallow paste
Yeah,
stuff.
it'd be like sticky enough that the graham crackers would stay together. You could build like a house, and you got your
See, I don't know how they thought that was a good idea. It's like
Gummy
a bunch of
bears,
sugar for
M&Ms,
kids. That's not a good idea.
your frosting,
You
obviously.
match the.
You do match.
That is very color
Oh
coordinated.
wow, look at you and the pants match.
Oh, you see my socks?
Oh, very. Hold up so that people can see the socks. The Festivus socks.
Nice.
I'm rocking. I'm rocking the Office Christmas sweater. Happy birthday, Jesus. Sorry, your party's so lame.
Browns are 8-3, so they get next week.
Yeah. Brownies 8-3. Good job.
What was it? 1993.
1994.
1994 was the last time. All right.
I was not alive.
not.
Last time we had
These young cats. So I mean, going off with the Christmas tree stuff, another thing my mom did growing up that I remember, she had like a gift wrapping cart. Anybody else's parents have this? And I mean, it's not like you're thinking like a school cart, like a teacher aid cart. It's just like a little like plastic cart. She'll have her wrapping paper, her bows, her ribbons, and you didn't touch that stuff like at all because she recycled all the ribbons, and sometimes we recycle the paper. We rip a gift open, she'd be like, "Don't ruin the bows. We're gonna reuse them."
Yeah, there'd be a box full of just stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I swear to God, we used the same bows for like 20 years. It's like, Mom, I've had this bow every Christmas and birthday since I was born.
Better than just throwing the crap away and buying new
And
stuff.
that's what she said. I mean, because that's what my grandparents
It's still
were.
good. Reuse it.
I
My
don't know
mom,
about wrapping paper though.
Nah, that's kind of.
Yeah, it would be.
That's.
it was
Open
just
it very carefully.
yeah, she just
Now
had
cut the tape
she just
and
had these
peel it
little
open.
boxes of wrapping paper, ribbons, bows, and like labels and stuff. Have you seen it? Like, I dreamt about like this, like these new labels. They're like holograms, like on like the Christmas card labels now, like the to and from or whatever. It's like a little luau girl like doing like a luau dance, and it's like a hologram of her like dancing. I'm like, what? And the other one has like snow on it. It's like
Like
snowing.
the
I'm like,
playing cards from like back in the 90s, yeah, where it was just like you would move in like the character.
yeah, it's
would
like
move
it's like a weird like plastic, but it has
Yeah,
like
it
a
has,
hologram
like-
and like moves on it. Yeah, they make us like gift like things
They're
now,
coming
like
back.
to and from now.
Huh.
They're like $2 for a pack of like 6 of them. I was like, shit, I need that in my life. Yeah, she went.
What a
she
time
went.
to be alive!
She went bananas in her house, man. It is like Christmas exploded in there.
Thanksgiving it's allowed.
I think you guys kind of saw it when you came over for the party. I don't know. Well, she actually didn't have anything up yet.
No, there was nothing up that I remember.
I can imagine though. It's like a Christmas house.
Yeah. Oh, it's very Christmassy
It's
now.
very cozy just already.
Yeah, the other night I think we spent like 4.5 hours decorating stuff. I had to put like these sticky paste on the back of these snowflakes and then put them on the windows without getting it on my fingers. And it sticks to your finger and not the snowflake. It's about the Stewart crap.
It's a good thing.
And I just got like hammered doing this. I went to I came to work the next day. I was just like, oh, why did I do that?
Yeah, every time it's always like, well, I gotta work tomorrow. I'll just have 4.
Yeah.
It's like 8
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, so we're putting up the tree in the next couple of days. Apparently, she has like a tropical Christmas tree. So it's all like just beach themed stuff. She has like flamingos with like Santa hats, like pineapples with Santa hats.
Where did that come
Different
from?
It
themes
doesn't make any sense.
of different.
I was thinking like palm tree type style, or
Yeah, like beach, like palm tree stuff.
okay.
Like she loves. She's a big beach person like me. So she was like, it's like beach themed stuff. She doesn't have it up yet, but she has all of it. We haven't done it yet. All like the reindeer and the stockings and little Santa hats. And I keep messing with it because she got us all stockings, one for me, one for her, one for the cat. So it's NPA. So I keep spelling nap and pan. It's driving her nuts. Every time I go over there, I switch it
I
around.
was gonna say you sent me the picture of that, and I'm saying I'm not sure if I like get the joke.
Yeah, the P
here,
is for
but-
me, the
okay.
N is for a cat nugget, and the A is for her.
Okay.
So I spell pan and nap. I want to get an S so I can spell snaps or naps.
Very clever.
And every time I do, she texts me. She's like, "Stop it!" It's so much fun.
Hey, it's all in the spirit of Christmas. You know?
So, did you guys like ever have any like accidents when you're like sled riding? Like I was not. I'm or like any like specific place you'd like to go like sled riding as like a kid.
There's this place in like Berea. We would call it Devil's Hill, and like this shit was steep, and like people like would build jumps, like pretty big ass jumps, like midway down.
All the older kids, you know.
Yeah, like with
So
hay
Getting
bales and
wild.
stuff.
Oh.
So were you a inner tube toboggan or just straight up old school like metal sled that you could
Not
steer?
one of those. No, I'm not gonna cut my fingers off.
Yeah.
That's what we had.
But-
Steer that bad boy.
One time, me and my dad, I was maybe single digits, maybe 10 or something like that. and we were going down just like on a plastic sled. I think we hit one of these jumps on accident.
And then that thing
Like,
just shatters.
We go off the jump, get some huge air. We land. Like my dad like lands on top of me. I think I started crying. Like he thought
Just a face full of snow.
My dad probably thought he killed me. Like
Squash.
people started running down the hill. It was a whole thing.
I was always an inner tube guy myself. The blow up inner tubes. Those things just.
Inner tubes, yeah, they were fun.
See, my favorite place to go was Firestone Park. The big hill. Or was it Goodyear Park? It has that huge hill. I mean, it's like a good 3-minute ride down. I mean, it takes forever to walk back up. The hill's like
3-minute ride down.
I mean,
It's a mountain.
it's a huge.
It's
huge. I'm just guesstimating, but it's a massive hill.
15 seconds,
It takes you a good 15, 20 minutes to walk back up to the top.
That's crazy.
I can believe that.
That's crazy.
It's like in the Akron. I think it's like Goodyear or Firestone Park. I mean, the hill is like this. I think they used to use it for like a little bit of skiing. But I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah, probably
So
not
of course you
big
hear the people come out there like, we're skiers. I'm like, just stop.
Get
That's
these sledders out of my way.
Like I remember the one year we went, it was so hood. These people took the hood, their literal hood off their car because they forgot to bring their sleds,
Oh.
and put like 8 people on the hood of their car and went down.
That's awesome.
How they didn't kill anybody?
That's awesome, though.
And like they greased it up too. They brought like
Put
grease
some
with them.
Crisco on
They put,
there.
yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They put it on the
If
bottom.
you run into somebody with that, you're like cutting their ankles off.
Oh yeah. My favorite thing was like, cause like they had like the jumps and stuff. People would build jumps off to the side. So like the snowboards had their little part, and like the inner tubers and the kids. Sometimes you lose control and kids are walking up the middle. You can't really steer an inner tube that well. I mean, you just have to yell, get out of the way.
Yeah.
I flipped many little kids, flipped them in the air. I was just, boom. And it sucks when it's you, but it's really funny when it's not. You see some kid just get decapitated, flipping 9 times there, and there's like, ah, mommy.
It's like Clark Griswold in Christmas Story. Or whatever.
Literally, that's what it reminded me of.
Christmas
Except
Vacation, yeah, he flies down the hill.
he's like, this is real good. Yeah, that's.
That feeling too when you see someone and
And you can't do anything.
like,
You're just
something about it.
You're just like,
Ah!
you're just like, get out of the way.
Sorry, bud.
You literally get out and then you're hitting them.
Yeah.
Because you're just, yeah.
Yeah, we always went to some place in Brooklyn, right off of Tiedemann and 480 there. There's a good hill. We always went there, and then there's a golf course behind our house. They got a couple good hills down there, so we just walk back on the golf course because nobody else would be there. So
Oh, nobody's golfing in the winter time?
yeah, no.
Man.
Take a hike back there and go sledding for an hour or two. And
Yeah, that was like the best time as a kid doing that. And then we had like I said, we had another one in Wadsworth where I grew up. They called it Suicide Hill. It was right next to like an electrical plant, and then like the highway, like
Oh, gosh.
76, I think. I mean, but like 76 is like way up here. You're not going on the highway because the hills, you know. But like you would go down that, people would build ramps, and then people would just get, and there was like pricker bushes off to the side. So people would like ramp over and not realize that they're going over. Like one year I got knocked unconscious because I went like flying over. Like I hit a ramp and it like in midair my body just like turned because I shot off at an angle. So I hit it wrong. Went into the pricker bush. Woke up upside down unconscious.
Jeez.
let's do it again.
I did. But yeah, and then at Kent, this is a Kent State story I didn't get to tell from like episode 2. We went sled riding at Kent State because like I don't know if you guys haven't been there or not, but like it's very hilly. There's just all kinds of hills everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So everybody goes to the same hill every year, and the one year we went, we were out there for like 30-40 minutes, and we were going down, and I hit the bottom. I was like, man, I really gotta fart. So I did. Not a fart.
Oh,
Oh god. Oh god.
I literally crapped my pants sled riding. like it was bad because I was like, oh no, like I could feel it. I was like, this is bad.
Oh.
And like the girl that I was dating, I told her, I'm like, come here. She was like, I was like, we gotta go. She's like, why? I was like, I just crapped my pants. She goes, oh, I can smell it, real funny.
Oh.
I was like, no, I literally crapped myself because I thought it was a fart. She goes, you gotta be kidding me. We had to drive. I had to drive her two friends home and sit in my own feces for like 30 minutes
Oh my.
until I got home to change.
That's rough.
How long ago was this?
I think I was like, it's a good 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like in the last couple of years, but
This
still.
is as an adult.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's still in my 20s, so technically I'm an adult.
Yeah, yeah. In the eyes of the state, you
And
are.
the thing is, like, it was sober too. It was a sober thing. It just happened. I was just like, oh no.
Sometimes you shit yourself.
Yeah, I mean, as Forrest Gump says, shit happens.
Sometimes.
Sometimes,
Nothing funnier than somebody pooping themselves.
There really
That's
is.
the funniest thing I can think of.
So,
I'm pointing at someone else pooping himself.
yeah, that's the funny
Yeah,
part.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys like top 3 like favorite Christmas movies?
Top 3, huh?
Or you can do top 5. Top 3 is too much of a tight race for you.
So many.
They don't have to be any specific order. Just
To me, Elf is like the first one I think of.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking Elf.
Elf is, I don't know if it's one, but it's.
That'll be like, that's like a top 5 for me.
yeah, that's
I
top
wouldn't,
5.
that's no top 3.
I want to say the first Home Alone,
Oh, yeah.
Solid pick.
or
The one with Donald Trump, the second one.
yeah, which one's like? I think they're
Oh,
both. I think 1 and 2
One-
are both kind of Christmassy, but I think 1 is more Christmassy.
Yeah, I think one's
So I
more
think he
Christmassy.
actually-
2 more. The one where he's in New York.
That's 2.
2. He's in New York.
I think that's Christmas.
Yeah, because his family leaves him. I mean, I think they're both around Christmas
I mean, they're
time.
both relatively Christmassy
Yeah, because his
Yeah.
family leaves for Christmas. They're going flying out somewhere to go for Christmas.
though. Right.
First of all,
Yeah.
how do you just like forget a kid at home like that?
I
I'm
mean,
sorry, that doesn't happen.
Did
That's
you see that
horrible
house?
parenting.
Did you see that family? Like, you got like 10 kids dealing with,
That's not
Philip
bad.
Rivers.
Yeah.
Philip, yeah,
I
buddy
guarantee-
system.
I guarantee you Philip Rivers never left a kid behind.
Yeah. But
What else? Who else you got?
for me and my family, number 1, Christmas Vacation, 100%. Chevy Chase, Clark Griswold.
All-time favorite number
Ah,
1. I
can't
watch
go
it.
wrong.
I watch it 3 or 4 times a year in
Can't
December.
go wrong.
I've even watched it in July once. I was like, this is not even weird at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Christmas and July.
It's usually, yeah,
Okay.
night after Thanksgiving, after we eat, we'll just throw that in, watch it, get a good laugh.
I literally just I didn't even I've never owned it. I finally just bought a copy
Your,
like 3 days ago for $8.
Yeah, I think we found it at some record exchange in
Yeah.
North Homestead. It was like, $4, $5. I mean, it's...
So for me, I would have to go National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Die Hard.
And yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie. We will talk about this.
Hot debate.
You've never seen
I've
Die
never seen
Hard?
Die Hard.
Oh my
He's-
god!
You've never seen
I'm,
the-
I'm
come
the
on.
I'm the least
Come on,
cultured.
Mr. Falcon.
Least
I've never seen
cultured. You guys seen it?
No.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Lampoon's
Another one
Christmas-
for me that I watch every year that I really enjoy is White Christmas.
I've never seen that one.
Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye.
Never
From
seen that one.
I don't even know when it came out.
And of course,
60s.
yeah. Then of course you got the Christmas
This
Story,
one,
Christmas Story, yeah.
filmed in
Oh,
Cleveland,
oh, this was pretty
That's
10 minutes from here.
good. It's
Then of course one of my honorable mentions
say like
is
Kmart.
the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yeah, you love the Muppets.
The Muppets are the shit, man. But
I've never. Have you ever been to like the house itself?
The
So
Christmas
I've-
Story house?
I never went.
No, I
My
haven't.
parents went with my brother when he was in town, and they, did the tour, took pictures. But I had
It's
to
not
work
far
that
from
day.
here,
It's
right?
like,
You
of
can,
course. You can
I
see
think
it from the
like
highway.
Fremont or something, or Ohio City.
I think you can see it from the highway, right?
You might be
Pretty
able
sure.
to.
I think 480 maybe.
But let's go back to this. How have you never seen Die Hard? Sam,
I don't.
how have you never seen Die Hard? It's Bruce Willis.
All right, don't. I haven't seen
I
it
don't know.
either.
He
Don't
hasn't seen
pile
it.
out on him.
Yeah, but he's got like 7-8 years on you, so you still have a mulligan for a couple more
This
years.
was Bruce Willis in his prime.
Yeah, this was prime.
So please
This
explain
was-
to me what the Christmas debate about this.
Yeah, that I mean, obviously, I haven't seen
Because
either.
the
What is
whole thing around it, some people say it's not Christmas movie, some people say it is. I say it is because the whole movie is based around a Christmas party getting robbed.
Okay.
The whole thing's based around Christmas time. It's like it's Christmas.
Yeah,
The entire movie is Christmas.
Well, that's like
get
people
robbed.
say Harry Potter is like a Christmas thing.
It could
too.
be.
It's got a Christmas part to it, yeah.
But here's my thing.
One movie out
Happy
of 7.
Christmas.
But here's my thing. Blockbuster back in the day. Where'd you find Die Hard at Christmas time? In the holiday section.
Oh.
Family Video. Christmas favorites.
Hmm.
Even seen Netflix Christmas favorites had Die Hard. This was like years
So-
ago.
Movie Authority put it in the holiday section.
Yeah,
I
I am
Thank
that
you.
I
authority.
mean, when did it?
Ah.
So like, when did it come out?
I think 86.
What part of the year did it come out? Was it a summer movie or did it come
That
out? in the
that
winter?
that I
It's a good-
that I would have to look
good
up.
question,
I honestly
good
don't
que-
know.
yeah,
I
we
honestly
have-
don't know the release
We have the
date.
power of the internet.
Yeah.
do it.
IMDb.
We can look it up. I honestly don't know. But it's funny.
That's a good question.
Because I know that like when that came out, like people thought it was a comedy
Mhm.
and it's an action movie because Bruce Willis is like in a show called Moonlighting. And it was like a comedy, so everyone's like, "Oh, it's gonna be funny." Like they like screened it for an audience, and like the audience members started laughing because they thought it was gonna be a comedy. Like, "Oh, this is gonna Bruce Willis action movie, ha 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 ha." They're like, "No, it's really him as an action hero."
July 15th,
Midsummer.
1988.
Christmas in July, perfect.
Christmas in July, baby.
1988, good year.
I was 1 year old.
Good year.
1 year and 2 months.
I was not even a thought.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I was more of a thought than you were. But
Many years from being a thought.
one movie though that I wanted to bring up is because it was like a childhood thing, but I also feel like it is Christmas. Is the original Grinch?
Right. No,
cartoon
yeah, I,
movie.
Okay,
Oh,
the
I
cartoon,
want to bring
that's-
up all of those, like
Because
all
like,
those movies.
that is where like Elf is cool and is a fantastic movie,
Mhm.
but like
The original like Rudolph ones you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah,
the-
Oh, the claymation?
the
The Heat
claymation,
Miser.
yes.
Claim it- the
Yes.
Heat Miser and Jack
That
Frost.
is-
yeah. Okay.
Oh, those are fantastic.
Yeah.
The Year Without Christmas, Santa Claus Gets Sick. You know that one?
I'm sure I've seen it at some point in time. I
feel like
can't.
I've seen it.
What about Nightmare Before Christmas?
That's like a hell-
Dude,
that's
that
a
yeah, that
Halloween
kind of
movie.
goes Halloween and
I don't know if
Christmas.
that's
I
right.
would
Because
think
I
that's,
feel like it
to me it's
crosses
more
over both.
Halloween,
See, to me it crosses over both because it's got the Christmas in the title.
but yeah, he also
It says Christmas.
and yeah, I mean it's
I mean it does though.
no, it is.
Merry Christmas.
But yeah, the original Grinch, I'm with you on that.
Original-
Like,
I mean,
I watched that every year.
the newish Grinch also.
Yeah.
It's not
Jim
bad.
Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
It's
yeah.
it's
I like that too.
not bad.
Jim Carrey rapping.
Bad Santa, you ever seen that one?
Oh,
Yeah.
Solid.
the second one was kind of.
My aunt was-
The first one was fantastic.
My aunt was not a fan. I never saw the second one, but it's like it's got a good Christmas heartfelt message at the end. Like he helps the kid.
does the right thing.
It's
He
vulgar
gets
as hell,
the,
but, you
what is
know.
it? The pink the pink or
He
purple?
wanted the
elephant?
elephant, yeah. So
Was it the
it's-
pink elephant or the purple
I
elephant?
think he got he had
Did-
both elephants, and
He's like, shit, I can't
but
remember.
it's
Pink or
such
purple?
a vulgar movie, and it's just like so it's still got the Christmas message to it.
Oh, it does. But yeah, the old cartoon ones, the claymation ones, those are great. I mean, those are.
Yeah, those are on almost all the time.
And now,
Frosty
like,
the Snowman.
oh, that's a good one too. That one always makes me so sad. 'Cause I'm like, I know he's gonna melt again.
Wasn't there like Jack Frost? Was
Yeah,
like, Frosty? Like it was a real guy.
Not John Cusack.
No, that was
What was his
oh
name?
my god, that was Batman.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton was
One of
the
the
guy.
best
Yes,
Batmans.
Yeah,
yes.
And all the Santa Clauses with Tim Allen.
Tim
Those are
Allen,
fantastic too.
yeah.
The original one
Um,
is like
Jingle All the Way.
that's a
with,
good one.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad.
Sinbad, yeah.
Sinbad. Gosh.
Yeah, there's so
Yeah,
many.
There are so many good ones.
Did you ever see Krampus? It's like the Christmas horror movie.
I never
No.
saw it. It's always
What?
on Netflix or whatever, and I always scroll past it.
I saw that in theaters.
Was it-
Is it worth the however much
Maybe
you
it
spent?
might have been at the time.
Okay.
But you know what Krampus is?
It's something that
It's very
it com-
European,
It's
like
a
German type
German thing.
thing.
It comes and
Yeah.
eats like the bad kids or something like that.
Yeah, it's like the anti-Santa Claus.
And
It's like,
he eats the
so
bad kids.
he gets the bad
Yeah.
kids and gets them in a sack and beats them with birch branches or whatever. So
well, yeah, that's the legend. But the
Yeah.
movie was like he eats them or whatever.
but you ate them, okay. Yeah.
Or like they're in a snow globe or something.
We just watched Bad Moms Christmas the other night. I actually really enjoyed it.
Really?
Like the original Bad Moms was
I
good.
think I
like,
saw
they did
the-
a Christmas one that came out like 4 or 5 years ago. We watched it on Netflix. I was like, okay, I actually really. I forgot how much I actually really enjoyed that one.
Hmm.
Yeah, Mila Kunis is like.
Does
she-
help.
She,
A little eye candy helps.
yeah, no, I can't be always.
But yeah, there's a lot of good ones actually.
Yeah, those. I do like those. And then of course you got the new all the Hallmark ones they have.
God, there's like 20
It's
or
like
30
this. It's like
every
the same.
year.
It's like the same 9 actors in
What's
all the
one?
movies.
They're all the same title too. I think I just saw like a collage of like the
way
like,
they're set up.
posters. all the same poster, like all the same like colors, everything.
The color schemes. I've seen
everything
a
the same.
collage of movies and all the color schemes. It's like action to comedy to romance. It's like they're all very
Yeah.
similar the way they set them up.
Yeah, because like Hallmark has like 10 or 15 they run every year. They're like, new Hallmark movies. I'm like, it's the same actors from last year.
It's just a
You're not
different
fooling
title.
me. Then like Netflix has like the same ones. They have like a Christmas
Christmas
Prince,
Chronicles. Is
a
on
Christmas
there, I
Prince
think.
1 and 2. Then they have a Prince for Christmas 1, 2, 3. Then they have a Night for Christmas and a Christmas for a Night. And it's like, okay, just stop. Like, and now they're talking about like it's like 3 different movies. Now they want to do like a crossover with all 3 of those movies in one.
Oh,
As like
God.
the 4th one on like all their little series. I'm like, why? No one needs that.
Christmas Infinity War.
Christmas Infinity.
Christmas. And all of a sudden Thanos just walks in and just goes, you guys don't need this.
Yeah, we're done.
I am Christmas.
That was kinda close.
Look at me. I am Christmas.
Christmas. Oh, you couldn't live with your own failures, and it led you back to me.
Christmas is inevitable.
Yeah. That was good. So, do you guys have any like favorite like places to go, like check out Christmas lights, like displays you like to go check out every year, or you've been to like in the past?
Nothing. I went to downtown Cleveland once or twice for their tree lighting. That was pretty cool. But of course, when I went, it was like 10 degrees, so it was kind of miserable.
Hey, Cleveland.
But yeah,
Yeah, the spruced up like square makes it better too.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a neighborhood in North Ridgeville. Well, a specific house in North Ridgeville that goes pretty all out in my aunt's neighborhood.
Okay.
You know, like shit on the roofs, like everywhere in the yard. Like even their garage is open, so I go to the backyard. They have stuff in the backyard too.
Oh, wow.
It's a whole
Like,
thing.
like we'll light a reindeer in the Santa sleigh
Yeah.
and stuff. Nice.
Have you ever been to one, and I have no idea where this was, but we would go like every year, where they would have, you would drive by, the lights were insane, and they would tell you to tune into a certain radio
Yes,
station.
with the penguin roller coaster.
What?
I don't remember it at all. I just
Wait,
remember
so
Is
my
Snoopy,
mind being blown. Yeah.
is Snoopy flying on like a plane?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the penguin like cast. Like,
What?
Where's this
dude,
at?
this house is in
I-
Akron.
I
It's
know-
out
I
in
was
Green.
saying- yeah,
It's
okay,
out in Green.
okay.
We go every year. I was going to bring it up.
No
Yeah.
way.
Dude, this house is like he has his own radio station.
Yeah.
Ha,
It's like
You-
89.7
There's a
or
sign
something.
that says, yeah.
Like
it
on
says,
the AM,
tune to
tune in.
89.7, and
Yeah.
then your radio will play like Christmas music.
He
or
built
whatever
he
message
built
or
a
whatever.
mini roller coaster in his front yard every year. He
No
built a
way.
mini penguin. He put the little penguins. And they go up this track, around and down. He's got a giant Ferris wheel in his front yard, like a mini Ferris wheel. He's got Snoopy flying in a plane over. He's got reindeers moving everywhere. I mean, yeah, this house is freaking nuts.
Damn.
Like it's
that
it's a
sounds pretty
sweet
cool.
one.
I don't know if that's
Yeah.
worth the drive, but you know.
For you, it's a haul, but me and my
Green's
aunt,
a
me and
little
my aunt
far,
do it every year. We just go get margaritas and we go.
Christmas
Buzzed
margaritas.
up to the Christmas lights. Like, ooh, look at the lights.
There's like a whole cul-de-sac in I think Strongsville
Yeah,
Yeah.
Strongsville has a good
that does
display.
it too. Like the entire cul-de-sac, like every
Okay.
house is all out.
I wonder what house, like, set the precedent. of, like-
Initiated it.
It's like,
Like
you know,
they-
The
they did
original
it, and then the other
Christmas
one was
lighthouse.
like,
And now
"Ooh,
everybody
I
else
gotta-
is like, son of a bitch, I have to do
Right.
this
Like the Christmas,
every
I gotta
year.
top one.
like the Christmas with the Cranks.
Yeah, it's
with
like, nope,
Danny
we're not doing it
DeVito,
this year.
Where they keep putting up more and more lights.
The new person who moves in is just like, crap, I gotta do this too. I can't be the only one.
There's always
there's like a contract or something,
Mm.
like
Yeah.
an HOA.
Yeah, well, yeah, everyone else is doing it. You got to do it.
yeah. There's actually a house in Wadsworth where I grew up. They do a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation house like setup. Like they have like not Clark.
With like
they
all
have,
the lights and
Yeah, they have Eddie. They have like a giant beat up RV with Eddie, with like the hose,
no.
and then and they have the green lights hooked up in the sewer,
That's funny.
and he's like he's dumping the stuff, and he has a little sign attached that says the shitter's full. He has like the hat, the robe. They buy like a mannequin. He put like a robe on it. He's holding a hose from the RV down the sewer, and it's green. And they got like the kids in the front yard, and Clark standing there like this, and like
They hire Chevy Chase to
yeah.
I mean, he's got to make money somehow.
stand there.
Yeah, but I said,
Just stand here.
Yeah, the cool thing is he does it. He puts it up the day after Thanksgiving. Then he takes it down right around New Year's. But he does it for like cystic fibrosis. So,
Okay.
so he takes like donations and he puts. I think it's either that or leukemia. I can't remember which one. But it's like, I mean, it's for profit. So I mean, it's really cool.
Oh, that's nice.
But I mean,
yeah.
like I said, they have like a bunch of the characters, like the mannequins set up like outside. Like Clark's out there, the kids are out there, the wife's out there. They have like the burnt like reindeer in the front yard.
Yeah.
Right through the year. My brother just found it last year. It was like the coolest thing. I was like,
That would be cool to see.
so
Yeah.
I'll remember to see that again. Yes, I know the zoos do the Christmas light displays. I think those are like the Medina County Fair does that now too.
Yeah.
I think those are like $5 to drive through, something
It's,
like that.
yeah.
The Columbus Zoo does a really good
I heard they're
zoo lights.
freaking sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Never
went there
been.
1 year for those. Yeah, everything's lit up. It's pretty
Hmm.
cool. They have a big lake, like kind of in the center of the zoo too. Like there's a bunch of trees around the lake.
Yeah, their zoo's sweet. I've been there once. It was really awesome. So, back to the Christmas tree stuff with the animals. I'm gonna tell the infamous, not the infamous, the famous squirrel story. So, I don't know. Have you heard? You haven't heard. The
I have
story.
not,
I know
no.
you have, right?
Oh yeah.
I've
You-
heard this. Yeah. Probably at least.
With the old apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my old apartment, the one I was at in Brunswick.
Yeah.
So you remember the setup? I had the tree in the. I had the TV in the corner of the room, Christmas tree over here,
Okay.
and so before I put my tree up, like the one that came home from work, like I had picture frames and stuff knocked over off the walls. I'm like, all right, that's weird. Maybe they just fell off the wall. Whatever. Then I came home day number 2. More pictures knocked over, and they're all family photos. That's the key part. Only family photos. Like my trash can's knocked over, my toilet paper's been rolled like down. I'm like, what is? So I'm like, okay, something. I'm like reaching up. I'm like, the air's not gonna roll the toilet paper like down and like knock pictures over. So I'm like, this is freaking weird. I'm like, is
Yeah,
maintenance
yeah.
coming here messing with me? Like, then day 3, I come back, same freaking thing. I'm like, that's it. There's a ghost in this apartment. So I pick up the stuff, I call my mom. I was like, Mom, I got a ghost. She goes, you have a what? I was like, I have a ghost. She goes, Paul, you watch too many TV shows. Just stop. I was like, whatever, Mom, you're wrong. So I was like, alright, well, I'm off work tomorrow. I'm putting on my Christmas tree. So I put up the Christmas tree, put on the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, get the tree up, decorate. It was like a whole 3-hour process. Tree's lit up, like 9 beers deep. I'm even more to Santa at this point for some reason. And I hear like a scratching noise. I'm just like looking around. I'm like, thinking maybe the squirrels are scratching on the roof because like I'm on the 3rd floor.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, maybe the squirrels are scratching, whatever. And then I'm like, all right, and then it stops. And I hear it again. And it gets closer and closer. I'm just like hearing this noise. I'm just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So I'm like looking around, and I look by my glass door, and there's like these black pebbles. I'm like, how these black rocks get in here? Key part, they were not rocks.
Ew.
So then I hear like this scratching noise again, and at this point I'm like by my TV, which is in the corner of the room like this. And I look behind my TV, there's a freaking squirrel behind my TV. Scratching, it's squirrel shit on the floor of my apartment. I look at my TV, there's like squirrel paw prints, like piss and shit all over my TV, DVD player, like my TV stand.
Ew.
So he's been living in my house for 3 days. For 3 days before I even knew he was there.
Going wild.
And so I was like, what do I do?
So literally Christmas Vacation when the squirrel was in the tree.
We're getting there. There's a lot that happens before that. So like it scared the crap out of me. I'm like, okay. So I call my friend Becky. You grew up like more rural than I did, let's put it that way. I was like, Becky, I have a squirrel in my apartment. She goes, oh, I'm sure you do.
Okay.
So mind you, at this point, my winter beard is like out to here. I've trimmed in like 3 months, so it's just like woolly mammoth looking. And I'm already intoxicated. So she goes, oh, Young's drunk again. Making up stories. I was like, no. So she FaceTimes me. I put the phone over my TV. She goes, holy crap, there's a squirrel. I'm like, Why would I
I'm
make
not
this
lying,
up? Why would I
yeah.
make this up?
Fine.
And so she goes, okay. She goes, this is what you're gonna do. She goes, get some bread and some peanut butter. She goes, throw some back there, pull the TV back, and make a breadcrumb trail outside. I was like, okay. So I make a literal breadcrumb trail outside. Leave my door open. Leave my apartment thinking the squirrel's gonna leave. Come back. Squirrel's not going anywhere. So at this point she goes, okay. She goes, get a broom and dustpan. Shoo him out. So I go to shoo the squirrel out. The squirrel with the broom behind the TV. The squirrel starts smacking the broom. This demonic squirrel from hell did not want to leave my apartment.
I almost thought you were going to say the trail of breadcrumbs let another squirrel inside.
Oh, that would have been a freaking nightmare. Oh my god. So she goes like, okay, we'll leave and call animal control and just leave the door open. I was like, fine. So I call animal control. Turns out there isn't one. So I call a lady, not emergency number in Brunswick, say, I have a squirrel in my apartment. I need someone to get it out. What's animal control's number? This lady, I'm sure, was probably pissing herself laughing hysterically. She goes, we don't have animal control. It's just the cops. I'm like, okay. So like 20 minutes later, a cop shows up. I answer the door in a cutoff, winter gloves, a football helmet, and a broom. He goes, squirrel? I was like, yep. So he comes upstairs, sees like 8 or 9 crushed cans of beer on my kitchen table. He's probably like, oh, drunk guy, the town drunk over here.
Right.
He goes, so squirrel in the apartment, huh? I'm like, yes. It's like behind the TV. He goes, okay, let me go look. He's like, just stay here. I was like, okay, where else am I gonna go? It's my apartment.
Yeah, where are you going to
I
go?
thought you were like drugged up or something.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he's like, this dude like meth or something.
Yeah.
He looks at my TV. He goes, oh shit, there is a squirrel back there. I'm like, why does everyone think I'm making this up?
No one believes me.
So the cop goes, all right. He goes, well, he's not gonna come out. He goes, so I'm gonna try the flashlight. So the cop like gets like his big old cop flashlight, halogen light out. He's like, he goes behind the TV, does this. The squirrel freaks out, jumps onto the corner of my TV, this TV right here, and he's like whipping his tail back and forth, just like looking around. I'm like, what is
Thank you for
happening?
the demonstration.
Yes, you're welcome. It's for the people. And so the cop shines the flashlight right in the squirrel's eyes. The squirrel jumps, and the cop goes, oh shit, and he reaches back for his gun, just like a chain ratchet. He got scared, just like went, and I'm like, no, because I'm like, this cop's gonna shoot my
Shoot your
TV. He's like, please don't shoot my flat screen. Like, so he does this, and the squirrel takes 2 hops into my fully decorated Christmas tree.
Not the Panthers tree.
It was the Panthers tree. He's knocking off arms, like he's in the middle of the tree. It's like, so the cop shines the flashlight. He hops off of there onto my little like display case of like Panthers memorabilia, knocks stuff off of there, and then out the sliding glass door that's open. And the cop goes, well, that's a first.
I did my job.
And I was like, it's only 10:30. I've had a squirrel in my apartment for like 3.5 days.
I like to imagine that cop is telling his version of that story.
Oh, I'm sure it's way different than mine, but in my point of view, it's the most
I showed
terrifying.
up to this apartment, thought this dude was on crack.
And there was actually a squirrel there.
He had a football helmet on, but there was a squirrel.
It's
Yeah,
a
that
vicious
was,
squirrel.
yeah. So like,
I went for my gun. I almost shot it.
yeah. So like, friends of mine, I told them about what happened. They bought me squirrel beer glasses. It's like a pint glass with like a black squirrel on it. I got like 4 of them. And they gave to me the night we did the Christmas party. I'm like drunk at the bar. They're like, here, hold these, and I'm just like, ah. My friend's like, we're gonna hold on to him because he's gonna break this stuff. So now I have 4 black squirrel beer glasses in my freezer.
That
And I
is,
also-
That's a Kent State thing.
Yeah, black
Yeah,
squirrel. I have black squirrels.
they're everywhere now, yeah.
Yeah.
There's multiple.
It used to be just like cat. Now they've like breed it out.
Yeah.
Back to ornaments on trees, though. That's one of the ones we always have in our trees, like a little squirrel stuffed animal. My mom kind of
Mhm.
shoves in there, sitting on the branch.
Did you do elf on a show?
No, we never did that.
Or with the pickle.
There's a pickle in the
That's
tree.
what I should have worn.
We got a pickle in the tree.
I never said the meaning
I
of
think that's like a German thing, and I really don't know what it means.
See, I don't know.
Or maybe it's not, because like a lot of people do it.
Pickle.
I don't think so, because like I dated a girl for like 6 years, and our family was like
Give me that
pure Italian.
All right, then
It was,
yeah, it's just a
it
thing
was
then,
always
I
like if you
guess.
find the pickle in the tree, you get an extra present.
I'll probably be at the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. What
There was never a meaning. Just I don't know that
a
meaning. I'm
random
like,
hanging pickle. Yeah.
but
Yeah, there's a pickle and a squirrel in our tree
You're
every
the
year.
fastest food I've ever seen.
yeah, it's. I mean, I wouldn't buy a stuffed squirrel for like $2.50.
Oh, okay.
So
Pickle. It was like
In memory
Christmas-
of your little buddy.
yeah, that was not to be. But so before we wrap up, do you guys have any other last thoughts or things you'd like to say to the wonderful people in the universe?
Oh, Christmas.
Most wonderful time of the
Great time.
year.
What do you think about Christmas carols?
They annoy me, the carolers. They're never gonna come here. They can't get in. But
I was gonna say, yeah, I've never had to experience that.
I just know people come to
We're
my
not like
house. Like,
ritzy, fancy developments where it's like you just walk
I mean, I
around.
understand like you want to sing and like be like Mary. I'm like, just don't come to my house. And, like, yeah, 'cause chances are I'm wearing pants. You know?
Just leave me alone.
I meant like music in general, not like
Oh.
actually people.
Oh, yeah.
showing up
Oh,
to your
that's
house.
what. Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
girl, I don't mind that. But it has to be the right time of the year. If you put Christmas music on like November 3rd, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Yeah.
Don't
No.
do it.
Number one Christmas song. Mariah Carey.
That
Yeah.
does make me feel some
Number
type
one
of-
overplayed. Yeah, Mariah Carey.
That's fine.
I think mine has to be the Bing Crosby. Oh God, I think it's began to look a lot like Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
that's always.
Or the
yeah,
Cheech and
solid.
Chong Christmas.
Yeah.
That's always a classic. I just found the other day that Hanson has a Christmas album.
I'm not surprised.
If you look
So
hard
does,
enough, every band has a Christmas.
and-
Metallica probably has a Christmas.
NSYNC or
NSYNC
Backstreet
is
Backstreet.
great.
Yeah, I'll be home for the holidays or something like that.
Oh Holy Night by NSYNC. I know the whole song. I can
Do
sing.
Do it.
You can't.
I mean, I'm not
can
going
you?
to.
Do it, Derek. You said you're gonna do it. Now you're gonna do it.
I said I could. I won't.
Like and comment, and maybe you'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we get enough likes, yeah.
Smash that.
Yeah. If we hit
See,
100, if we get 100
I'll
views,
take my shirt off and I'll
if we have 100, we get 100 views. Derek will come here with the shirt off and sing for
Is there a
you.
reason you added the shirt off? Or you wanted,
to get the likes.
You wanted to show us.
It's to get the views, man. It's what the people want. Gets them going.
No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. That's just my sink backing up.
All right, that's fine.
Squirrel.
That's a squirrel coming through the plumbing.
God, I hope it's not a squirrel. Jesus. Can't do it anymore. Rodents.
It would be fantastic if it was the same squirrel.
I followed you
And the
here.
squirrel comes in and
It
goes,
came back
I
and just, like,
found you.
It just like winked at you. Just like,
At this point, I'd be like, you can just move in, bro.
It's like, all right, you traveled all that way.
Yeah, you traveled.
You can live in my drawer in my closet and just be like,
Yeah.
all right,
I'll make a little hole over here by the heater.
little.
Nice and warm.
that sounds like a can that's just like wobbling.
No, it's the water. But it's an old building. From like the
Yeah.
I think it's like 1890 something.
Damn.
Yeah, it's an old building. Old building. There it goes again.
Well, yeah.
But, alright, with that, I appreciate you boys coming on, have some brewskis, talking Christmas shenanigans, and till next time, I hope you enjoyed this slice of pie.